Hello and welcome to this Tales from the Hangar Aviation Rarities episode about the Heston JC.6. It was a British prototype also known as the Heston A.2/45 or the Heston AOP. That stands for Air Observation Post. This aircraft was designed and built by the Heston Aircraft Company Limited, based at Heston, Middlesex, England. They had previously built the Heston Phoenix, the Heston T1/37 and the Napier Heston Racer, along with being a subcontractor building other types and makes of aircraft. So after World War II, a requirement was issued by the British Air Ministry for the design of new post-war equipment for the services, a specification A2/45, the Air Observation Post. Heston came up with the JC6, a two-seat twin-boom mid-wing pusher monoplane. 4 prototypes were ordered. Designed under George Cornwell's direction, the all-metal fixed undercarriage JC6 was clad in Alcad with fabric covering for the control surfaces. The large glazed canopy that could be jettisoned was unusually swept towards the top for improved vision downwards. The pilot and observer were seated back to back. The pilot also acted as the artillery spotter, while the observer's other duty was to look after the camera equipment. It was powered by the 240 horsepower de Havilland Gypsy Queen 33 6-cylinder inline engine. It was pushed along with a 2-bladed de Havilland constant speed 1002 propeller. The underside intake incorporated ducts for the cylinder and oil cooling, and for the carburetor and cabin air. Flaps were fitted inboard of the ailerons, and the leading edge slot stretched across the full span. The JC6 also had very good short-field performance. Fuel was contained in the 2-centre section Marflex crash-proof tanks of 25 gallons each. Oil was contained in a 5.5 gallon crash-proof tank. The JC6 and RF Silver prototype markings VL529's first flight was made in August 1947 at Heston, and that was flown by the company's chief test pilot, Flight Lieutenant Ralph Sylvanus Munday. It then went on to attend the 8th SBAC show at Radlett during September 1947. With 45 hours and 20 minutes flying time under its belt, VL529 arrived at Boscombe Down for trials on May the 13th, 1948, and it stayed there until September the 29th. It completed a further 38 hours and 10 minutes flying while at the establishment. Flight Test Report ANA EE/850 Part 1 detailed the engineering appraisal. Concluding the aircraft was very well designed for easy servicing. Adequate inspection panels were provided. The engine and accessories were well sighted and accessible, and the power plant was changed easily and quickly. Suggestions for modifications included attention to the engine cowlings, which had cracked extensively during handling trials, improved the sighting of the throttle, which was too near the cockpit side and the most awkward to handle. The relocation of the tail trim wheel, which was so close to the pilot's seat that it was difficult to operate, particularly as flying clothing spread over the seat obscured the indicator and the control. Nose wheel shimmy was also experienced during takeoffs. Those notes aside, the JC6 was not a bad aircraft, but ultimately the A2/45 winner was the evolved and proven Heston AOP. To me, any observation aircraft that is designed for looking down should be high-winged. As good as the JC6 crew positions were, and it was a camera platform as well, but they were still restricted with eyeball viewing because of the low wing. That being said, it was still a fine-looking aircraft, I think, but that doesn't account for anything. VL529, the only flying prototype, was in the end dismantled after losing out to the Heston. VL530 was not completed, and VL531 and 532 were never built. The JC6 in fact was the last Heston aircraft designed to be built, and in time the name was changed to Heston Limited, focusing on aeronautical and general engineering. I hope you enjoyed that. Many thanks for watching. Please check out my other videos and subscribe so you can be updated when they pop up. Please leave a comment, like or share, as this is always appreciated.